Alright folks, just a quick video of the Syma SC, X5 SC. It is the mini-me of the X8, as you can see, by Syma. Very similar landing gear. It's actually kind of cool, a little mini-me. Anyway, I did an unboxing of this last night. I forgot to show you guys the bag that was underneath. It, had a little orange screwdriver and your 4 landing gears. I just have these stuck on here because I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to fly it with all this on there, the camera included. Then we're going to take all that off, and I'll show you the difference. It does have the flight bug. I noticed with all this stuff on there, though, I had added a little 7 ounce, like a tire weight, to the front of this, and it was able to fight the wind with all this on there, no problem. And it didn't seem to affect the way that it hovered either, which was interesting. It was able to keep the pitch down and not come up and go high, which was seen in some other videos. That's the flight bug. I mean, the wind bug. Actually, with all this stuff off, it has no problem fighting the wind. No problem. And with the weight on there, you could use all this stuff and still fight the wind. The little 7 ounce tire weight. But it fell off in flight, guys, because I only had it taped on there. I should have double side taped it, I just wanted to see if it made a difference, and it did. That was the main point. It did. Now, this little camera, what I was talking about yesterday, excuse me in my video, too, because I had said the X5. I was talking about the X8 camera. Okay? This camera is the same as the X8 minus the plug. And this is the case. This actually fits inside it here. And bam, goes together. And that's your camera that's on the X8. This. So, anyway, I just want to show you guys that, This came out of my X8, it's on my little Jello mount, homemade Jello mount. But you can see, it's the same exact camera, just the plug's different. The plug is different, that's it. Alright. Anyway, I just want to show you guys that. I want to show you something else neat, too, that I made. I like to make adapters. I like to go from JSTs to XT60s. Made a little charging thing where I could use either or. Made it a JST to the mini Losi. And I also made it where I could use some the Andromeda battery. Fits inside this little quad. So that bumps it up from the stock 600 milliamps to 850 milliamps. But I've done a little flying on this battery. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to last. We shall see. This is my little adapter that I made. It goes from the mini Losi to the JST plug. Very simple, folks. Just, I happen to have an extra plug laying around. Like I said, I had a Traxxas quad that used these, and it didn't fly very good, so I took them off and ta-da, made my plug. So, anyway, going to take this for a little flight. I'll show you. It's a little tight fit here to get everything in, but not bad. Not too bad. Now, the wind is blowing today, and it's blowing at me. So when I'm standing there, it's going to actually be blowing towards me. We're going to take off in this grass, actually, because this has the landing gear on there. It's okay to take off in grass and dirt, as long as you have your landing gear on. I usually use my pad, but... Alright, folks, here we go. We're going to put it in high mode, because the wind is blowing directly at me. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll take off. Alright. It's actually fighting it pretty good. Oh, something else I want to show you guys, too. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you in just a minute. The range on this is not that good, Yeah, I'm kind of far away. You guys probably can't see it on the camera. But that was the max range. That's about as far as you can go. I'll show you, it's having a little bit of a hard time fighting the wind. Not bad, though. Not too bad. I mean, it's fighting it. Just, It does have that little bug though. Sometimes it'll go up instead of pitching down. It actually pitches forward. Let's see if we can bring it back here. And I'll pull these landing gears off and this camera. And we're also going to do something else, folks. We are going to switch controllers, because this controller right here has a limited range. It only goes about maybe 50 to 60 meters, or maybe 70, I don't know. We're going to go ahead and use the X8 controller, which improves the range dramatically. Unbelievable how much it improves the range. Oop. Yep, you know, I'm used to the other quads. Where you got to actually turn them on last. Alright, here we go. Now, I'll show you. The range dramatically increases with this controller. I happen to like the way it flies better, feels better in your hand. You know, it's just bigger. I mean, I'm okay. That's about the spot that it cut out at, and I'm keep going, way past it right now. Wow, I'm at the end of the field, folks. At the end of this field, that is 100 meters. So, if you want to go far with this little quad, use the X8 controller. And the wind right now died down just a hair. You know, I didn't take off the landing gear, none of that stuff. It's still fighting it pretty good, actually. You know, I don't see it. Yeah, okay, there it goes. See how it went up? Yeah, instead of pitching down into the wind, it actually went up. Let's bring it back and take those off. See, actually it's fighting it now. The wind. Alright, folks, we're back with the Syma X5SC without all the landing gear and the camera. Just to show you the difference in the flight characteristics. It doesn't have the wind bug from what I could tell, you know, in this configuration. With all that stuff on it, like I said, if you add that weight to the front of it, it seems to be able to fight the wind. And it doesn't seem to affect the hover that much either. But the weight fell off in flight, like I said. But, okay, as you can see, I'm about to take off from the cement, you know, because there's no landing gear, and you don't want dirt getting inside of here, folks, okay? You know, so either get those pads like I have, or you know, take off from a spot with some concrete or cement. We're going to do a quick check, though, to see what happens if this thing flies away. So we're going to give it a little throttle. Then we're going to turn this off. 1001, 1002. All right. 1002. 2 seconds, and it cuts off. That's nice to know. See if we can bind it back here. All right. We are in high mode. About to take off. The wind is blowing again, and it's blowing towards me. Here we go, folks. See if we can fight it. Now look at that. No problem. All the way down the field. At the same level. No problem. Now I'm going to try to keep it close for you guys, because I know this camera don't do that good far away. But man, I'll tell you what. With the X8 controller, you could really go far with this quad. I mean, amazingly far. And this thing flies way different without all that stuff on there. It's way more nimble. I like it. Actually, I like the way this thing flies. Pretty neat. This controller feels so much better in your hands, too. The X8 controller. Wow, this thing flies good. Do a little flip, see if we can do some flip. We're gonna try to bring it a little closer here so you guys can see. Alright. So, the flip button does work on this controller. Actually, all the buttons are exactly the same on this controller as on the stock controller. The video buttons are the same, everything. Flip, the mode, I'll go over that in just a second. Here, try to bring it back. Oh yeah, those drometer batteries fit perfect, you know. So you can fit a bigger battery in here because this is an 850 milliamp. All right, this is your flip button, which you got to be holding to make it flip. This is your modes. This one here, that's high and low mode. You only have 2 modes in it. This thing has no problem fighting the wind, folks. So the wind bug is gone without all that stuff on there, just like I thought. That's what I thought. Now, if you want to fly all that stuff on there, I suggest you get a little 7-ounce tire weight. Works perfect, folks. Actually, it you know, still seemed to hover perfect, like no problem. And it kept it pitched forward into the wind without that dreaded going up into the sky and leveling off. But the wind's blowing now. I mean, and this thing is having absolutely no problem. You know, people say, well, you know, that's because you're keeping it close to you. Well, you know what? I went all the way down that field. All the way down that field. Because this controller has some range. It dramatically increased the range. I mean, it's like the stock controller has hardly no range, folks. All right. This thing is really nice. No problem fighting the wind. So I would say that problem's been mudded and solved. Alright, we're going to bring it in. Just a quick video, try to give you guys an idea of how it flies in the wind. Has absolutely no problem. No problem at all. So, like I said though, if you don't have your landing gear on though, you want to try to land on some cement. Do not want to land in dirt, because you do not want dirt in your gears. Alright folks, hope you liked the video. Please subscribe, and peace out.